Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shane here, aka Contrast Gaming UK, and we are back playing Banished again. We are on episode number 4 now, and if you can't really tell from the tone of my voice, I am feeling a hell of a lot better. Let's just reacquaint ourselves with what we did last time. At the end of last week's episode, we finished the construction of these two farms, which have been worked. One is growing pumpkins. The other is growing some beans over there. We've got this lovely bridge over the river here. I think, ideally, as long as this connects, I think it does connect to the main water system. Does it? Or at least to the edge of the map. Yeah, it does. So I think the plan will be, eventually, once we have a few more resources, that we'll build a trader or something here. And expand around it, and we'll have this little city centre area. We've got the forestry area, which seems to be running very well. I think we can start cutting down trees now. I know these are still fairly young saplings, but I think we have enough to be sustainable. And last time, what did I say we were going to do? I said we were going to finally get around to building a graveyard. We were going to watch the magic beans grow and potentially build a school. We're definitely going to be able to watch the beans grow, and I think we're almost certainly going to have time to build a graveyard. Before we do, though, what I want to do is construct a couple of houses down here. Now, the reason I want to do that is it means our farmers can live in them, and it means they're not going to have to travel quite as far to work. Makes them more productive at the end of the day. I think we have enough materials. We don't quite have enough logs. We have enough stone for at least one, so let's collect some stone and collect some logs. I think from over here it will probably be the wisest area to do that, as we are going to clear it out. This is going to be our super farm land type thing. Like I say, we have our city centre down here. Now, I'm trying to think of a good placement for the graveyard. I suppose we want it to be somewhere fairly central. How about if we build a pathway along the back of here, and then along a bit, like that, and let's just check that graveyard would fit into that space. Where's it gone? There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. We're going to need 40 stone for it now. The reason it's important to build graveyards is, with a graveyard, when one of our citizens dies, the family of that citizen will bury them in the graveyard, and it causes the diminishing effect of the happiness of when someone dies to be greatly reduced. As you can see, we are doing really well at the moment. We've got 5-star happiness. Everyone's really happy. Health's pretty good. Health is 4.5. When that starts dropping down a little bit, we will have to look into getting a herbalist for small ailments, and then potentially if we have some more serious ailments, we'll have to build a doctor as well. But that's quite a long way off at the moment. I think we'll just speed it up here while they finish collecting their resources. We're looking kind of low on the food front as well. Up here, that's 0 up there, and God, not an awful lot in there either. Where is all the food going? We have a hunter, 2 foresters, and 2 gatherers. I think we need another gatherer. I'm a little bit concerned about that. No food. Oh well, let's just hope for the best. I'm sure we'll be fine. We're still early enough in the campaign. It's only late autumn of our 3rd year as a civilization. Fingers crossed, we should have no issues. As you can see, the first house is going together now. We currently have a population of 15 adults and 10 children. When we build a school next episode, that's gonna be slightly different, because rather than becoming adults at the age of 10, some of them, a proportion of them, will go to the school and stay on at the school until they're 13, and then another proportion of them will simply just become labourers like everybody else. Let's see how our fields are going. 0% yield yet. I'm not even sure if I've seen anyone work on them yet. Hopefully a farmer will move in here. No, a forester and a labourer, and they're hungry. What a surprise. That is the other problem we're going to face with these 2 new houses. So although if we go on one of these houses eventually, as you can see, they still have plenty of food stored for the winter. We do have a little bit of food in the market. Luckily, a few onions and things that they'll be able to consume. But at the moment they don't have anything, which will be a worry moving forwards. Not to panic though. because we almost have all the things we need for this house. Let's start clearing some stone actually, because we will need the stone for the graveyard. At least I think it was stone that we needed. Let's place that down now. And then once that's been constructed, we'll be able to take a step back and have a look at what we still need to do in terms of progress. Some deer just decided they're going to mill around here by the graveyard, attracted by the scent of the old dead bodies in a creepy kind of way. So this is quite interesting actually. Not good for us, but quite interesting. This citizen who has the little knife and fork over the head, that is suggesting to us that she is hungry. Luckily, I think we still have some food in the market. No, we don't. Okay, this is a little bit less than ideal. She's going to come looking for some food wherever she can find it. There's none around at the moment. So she's going to gather some firewood instead. She's one of our farmers at the ripe old age of 10. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So, as you can see guys, things are starting to settle. All the chaos of setting up the early game is finished. However, I am getting a little bit concerned that we may have expanded slightly too quickly from the fact that everything is going to pot. I suppose that's the problem. Like I said, in the last video when I wasn't very well, I took a week or two off to help myself try and recover, and I think that's going to pay dividends here because I'm still not quite up to speed with the game and how we've been doing, even though I've watched the old episodes so I could know what we were planning to do. It's not quite going out exactly as planned, and as you can see, oh my goodness, we have had our first person die of starvation, and these people up here are still going to be very hungry. It was a bad, terrible idea of mine to expand those extra 2 houses, and there's another one dead as well. Arthur has also died, and the graveyard's not even finished to put their bodies in, which means we're going to have a big dip in unhappiness. Okay. Still hungry, but at least they have a... Oh, they don't have any firewood. At least it's spring, I suppose. Spring has sprung and all that jazz. We have 3 labourers now, so what I'm going to do is give ourselves another hunter, and we only have the gatherer's hut. Might be worth building a fishery just to get us through this little rough patch. We can get some more food in, and then I suppose how much would a fishery cost us to construct? 30 wood and 16 stone. We can afford that, definitely. Let's see if we can find a nice place for it to sit. Nothing that sits flush with the path that we have at the moment. What about here by the graveyard? Nope. Oh, well that kind of works quite nicely. And they'll be able to fish in the large area down there. This bit here. So yeah, I'm fairly happy with that at the moment. Let's get started on that. Hopefully people will stop starving to death as well. Fingers crossed. This is getting rather dire here at the moment in the food situation. This might be the end of Sherwoodville, and maybe not this episode, but in the next episode or so. Not to worry though, guys. I will not cut it off this early. I will be back with a vengeance, and we will try and start again if that doesn't happen. But I'm going to think positive. I'm not going to get myself down just yet. Let's put a worker in there. So we're currently left with 2 builders, 1 labourer, 2 farmers. Oh, of course, we've got the farmers as well. 3 gatherers, the fishermen, 2 hunters, a woodcutter, 2 foresters, a blacksmith, and a vendor. Now, as you can see, we finally get a chance. Oh, a twister has touched down near the town. I've never had a twister before, interestingly. I don't know if there's a way that we can look at where it is. This could potentially be very bad. Where's the twister? I can kind of hear a faint rumbling in the distance. Maybe if I get the map up. Does it tell me where the twister is? No. I suppose that means we just got to sit tight and hope for the best. This dedicated farmer, Mr. Handel here, is still working hard in his fields. We've got to get these magic beans to help us survive through the winter. It's still late spring, so there's quite a long time until we pick these. I know the pumpkins we don't harvest until late autumn, kind of around Halloween, whereas these beans will probably start harvesting a bit earlier than that. Have you got some food yet? Nope, neither of you. Firewood, but no food. And oh my goodness, another person has died, and I can hear the wind. I'm getting nervous now. Where's the twister? Oh god. Oh, it's heading straight for the town, isn't it? Oh, this is a Wizard of Oz moment right here. And immediately one of our farmers has died in a tornado. Tornado? Oh, this is just fantastic. We're down to 9, 8, 7, 4. Guys, I think this is the end. Straight through the middle. It couldn't have more perfectly taken out my remaining population. We still have 3 adults, 2 adults, 1 adult. And oh no, this is not the way we planned for this episode to go. And I'm so. Where's this last surviving guy? We have 1 person. Although I'm not sure they're going to be able to repopulate the planet. Handle. Well, it appears that all of your hard work did pay off in the end, but I can't see how you oh my goodness, take a look at the graveyard now. It went from having absolutely no one in it when we built it at the beginning of this episode, and now there's 24 of our citizens in it. Oh, I'm quite disappointed now. This has never happened to me. I don't really know what to say, other than I'm really sorry, guys. I'm a bit gutted too, and it looks like we're going to have to start again. This game was fantastic. It was going really well for us, and then we had the food problem, which we could have probably worked around. I'll be honest, I was a little bit concerned, but we still had things, and now poor Handel has got he's been busy working in the field all day. He's taken a walk into town, and he's going to uncover the devastation. I feel quite sorry for him. I feel like, just for Handel's sake, we should let him live out to the end of this episode. Before the end, look at the whole of the forest is just gone. Rubble just left. The eerie sight of 2 empty fruit baskets. Where has Handel gone? He's just coming to the graveyard, presumably to pay his respects. No. Hopefully going to find some food, I imagine. I guess he has the bare necessities, but unfortunately for us, that is about it. He is likely to get very hungry shortly, and that'll be it. Like I said, guys, I'm so sorry about everything that's happened in this episode. It is not what I was planning, but I guess it perfectly sums up what I was saying for the first few episodes, that this game is incredibly unforgiving. I think we'll take a little bit of a break from Banished, and we'll come back, we'll start again. We're going to create the best village the world has ever seen, and it's going to be a great big success. Until next time, adventurers, thanks very much for watching. I'm sorry, Twisters are complete and utter bastards. It was totally out of our control. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe on this video if you have been enjoying Banished. Not necessarily this episode, but I promise you the next village will be bigger and better, much improved, I hope. Until next time, guys, see you later.